Hey y'all, my name is Sarah. I live in my 1991 self-built vintage van named Eva, where I travel slow and study the stars. Welcome to my home and channel. Well, it's been a while, and in that little while, it has been a little difficult. But first, let me catch you up on the last few weeks. It was about time for me to head up to visit my boyfriend who had moved a state away, and he has two kitties, Millie and Chi Chi, and I love them very much. It was important for me to make sure that they were getting settled into their new home and new environment. Being indoor-outdoor cats, I just wanted to make sure that they were okay because Jesse was gone for many hours in the day for his new job. And so I spent the next couple weeks making sure everything went smoothly and everyone was okay, which everything did work out. So it was about time for me to head back to the coast because honestly, the bigger city life was a bit too much for me. It was a little too cold and high in elevation for me at the time of the year. So I went back and it was about time to get my oil change and fuel filter change. And there's one garage that I really trust doing it because they know to be careful with the oil pan bolt because it's, very soft and it has been stripped before by other mechanics. While I was there, I ended up finding out there was a steering system issue. So the garage couldn't work on that issue that day. So I ended up bringing it back to my family's property where I just parked and stayed for a little while until they could fit me in. And that was great because with an unexpected bill, I needed to make some extra cash. So I picked up some housekeeping and dog walking jobs. In that time, there was just a lot of change going on. My sister was moving. I was helping some family members here and there with other things. And we had noticed that our family kitty was becoming sick. He stopped eating and wasn't as lively as he used to be. We took him to the vet, got him checked out, got him fluids, antibiotics. So in that time I had the van, it was parked, and I wanted to keep him comfortable and safe, and he bounced right back and was doing great. Mo loves scritches and scratches, and we had a wonderful time together. He would snuggle and just lay with you, and he was super excited to eat, and that was one of his favorite things, but it was a couple weeks before he stopped eating again and became very weak. So immediately we brought him back to the vet. Same thing, antibiotics and hydration. This time he didn't respond well and we brought him back. The vet told us he was ready, it was time. So we had the family come together and help Mo transition over the Rainbow Bridge. And honestly, it was one of the most challenging things. Moa's a very special boy. He may have been just a cat, but I mean, animals are more connected to us than we know. He is in peace now, and thinking about that brings me into a state of reflection. So here I am, back in the van. I know it's been a while since I've posted, and if you've been following my channel, you most likely know by now that as a student of the stars, I use astrology as a tool to help me reflect and heal. So I kind of wanted to touch on some of the larger collective energies that's going on, because it'll help me, but maybe it will help someone else on a similar journey as well. And one of the major collective transits that we're all going through is that of the North and the South Node going through Taurus and Scorpio. Now, when I say collective, that means that we are all going through it. It is an 18-month transit, and we are about 14 months in. So hang in there. There's just 4 more months left, but you know, the next transit comes with its own set of challenges and benefits. But for now, I just wanted to touch on the Taurus and Scorpio polarity because that's what's important. Now, the nodes are not planetary bodies, but rather a relationship between the sun and the moon. It's the points where the moon's orbit is crossing over the Earth's ecliptic while circling the sun. And in astrology, we look to their positions to help give us a little clarity. Some see the North Node as our North Star, the direction we're heading. It's like learning a new language. It takes work. The South Node can be seen as our current language. It's our comfort zone, but it's also seen as our shadow work, what needs to be addressed and dealt with in order to evolve. They work in tandem, so one is not more important than the other. They need both ends of the spectrum in order to be in balance. Now, currently, our North Node is traveling through Taurus. Our South Node is traveling through Scorpio. Taurus is honest and hardworking energy. Scorpio deals with death, rebirth, and transformation. When these two energies are in balance, we appreciate life because we understand how delicate, fragile, and unpredictable life can be. When it's out of balance, we either don't appreciate what we have because we're worried about what could go wrong, or we don't relax into surrender because we're afraid of losing what's ours. Taurus values hard work, and Scorpio requires passion. So as we're all learning and growing through this energy, it is important to slow down so you can actually feel what you're going through. Keep pushing because I know that's all I can do at this point. On a more personal level, you can look at your natal chart and see the house that the nodes are transiting through, moving through. And on mine, it is the axis between the 10th and the 4th. The 10th is our career, like our outward achievements. The 4th is our home and family and the nature of our roots. And I feel the energetic pull between my career and my family life. I do resonate with this because, especially the past year, I have been noticing there's just certain projects I've had to put on hold because of certain events that I need to be present for. Or, another thing would be, my van is my home, 4th house, and with it breaking down, I need to address it and work on it in order to steadily and stably move forward into the future. So as I experience these challenges, like going through grief with the loss of our kitty and the challenges with my home life, I know that if I just go slow and steady through it, I can only evolve in a way that will make sense when I look backwards. So that's really what's been happening with me the past few weeks. I know this video is definitely heavier than normal, but it is the winter of life and spring is right around the corner, and I'm excited for that and all the fresh energy coming in. If you made it this far, thanks so much for catching up with me, and I'll catch you on the next one.